Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing and demoing a new cosmetics line, which is Jason Wu Beauty. You may have heard of them already before. They've been out a few months now. I don't remember exactly when they launched, but definitely was sometime this year, 2021. I first saw Ali Glines do a review on this brand and was really intrigued by the aesthetic of it and the product. So I went ahead and placed a order, and we're going to be going over the products that I purchased and demoing them for you guys today. So Jason Wu Beauty is a cosmetics brand that I said that launched earlier this year, 2021, and it is available on their website, which is jasonwubeauty.com. I'll leave it somewhere here in the video. And you can also find this line at Target, online and in-store, in most Target stores. I know where I live, we have 2 Targets in town. Only one of the 2 Targets carry the Jason Wu products. So if you prefer to pick up stuff in store, that is an option. One of the things that I did note is the entire line is not available at Target. And I found this out kind of the hard way. I wanted to go and pick out some things in person, but noticed they had much less items available in store versus what's on the website. So just keep that in mind. Jason Wu Beauty is cruelty-free and vegan, and they're also marketing as a clean beauty brand. And based off of their website, they're defining clean beauty as formulated without propylparabens, butylparabens, phthalates, formaldehyde donors, and a bunch of other ingredients. You can check those out on the website. Another really cool thing about Jason Wu Beauty is 1% of the net sales goes to a cause that's very important to the founder, Jason Wu, which is the Gay Men's Health Crisis. So that's also really great to know. Going into the products for this brand, they surprisingly have a lot of products for being such a new brand in several categories. Eyes, brows, lips, face, and tools. Those are the 5 categories, and within each one of those categories they do have several products. I don't have a full face of the Jason Wu products today with me. I have kind of a variety, and we're going to be using the ones that I have to come up with as much of a full face as we possibly can. Obviously I do have my foundation on already, so clearly they don't have a foundation product yet, but who knows, maybe we'll see that coming down the pipeline. So let's get into the products that I have, and then I'll also mention as we go through what other products they have available on their website. So first of all, I wanted to say how cute is this packaging that it arrives in. It came in this little sack. We've got some stickers in here as well, and also I thought was a really cute detail is the card that comes with it is personalized. So you can see they did say here, "Hi Layla," which I thought was really cute, and this says, "Thank you for your order, now get ready for the catwalk." It says, with Jason Wu Beauty, you can create countless soft and chic looks to enhance your natural beauty and release your inner icon. You will feel beautiful, confident, and completely yourself, all while obtaining a sense of glamour. Our products are clean beauty approved and cruelty-free because we love our furry friends. And they also included a 15% off code your next purchase, which is thanks, the word thanks, 15. So I'll also leave that somewhere here if you guys wanted to give that code a try. Okay, so let's dive into what I got. Most of these products I purchased online on the website, and then one of them I purchased at Target. First off, in the eyes category, they have eyeshadow palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I picked up, still in its original packaging. He has 3 eyeshadow palettes in total. They're all called Flora 9 and then have the individual names of the palettes to the side. The palettes all retail for $15 each, and they are 9 pan palettes. The one that I got is called Prickly Pear. And you can see this is mostly a shimmer palette. Actually, I think it's all shimmers except for this middle shade right here, which is a matte. And if my palette looks used, that's because I have used it once before. I dipped into a couple of shadows before I got married and went on my honeymoon because I just couldn't wait to dive into it. I have one palette, which is a full matte palette called Matte Agave, and I'll post a picture of it somewhere here. They have Prickly Pear, which is mostly shimmers and one matte. And then the third palette, which is a a mix of shimmer and matte is called Desert Rose. One of the reasons why I decided to pick up this particular one, again, I have Prickly Pear, is because it reminded me quite a bit of the Huda Beauty Khaki Sand Obsessions palette. If you guys remember, I did a video reviewing that palette, and not so much that the shades are the same, but I kind of got that same vibe. The Huda palette has more mattes, obviously, than this one does, but the tones are somewhat similar. Actually, let me pull it out and do kind of a side-by-side. So here I have my Khaki Haze Huda palette, which is also a 9-pan, and I'm just gonna show you guys these side-by-side so you can make the determination. Again, not exactly the same. They're not exactly the same, but I got the same vibes. So we've got the Jason Wu on top and the Huda Beauty on bottom. So let me know in the comments below if you're kind of seeing that similarity between the two or if it's just me. While we are in the eyes category, Jason Wu Beauty also has a liquid liner, which retails for $12. They have eyeshadow primers, which come in 5 different shades for $12. And they have a new product that they recently launched, which is a cream shadow called the Celestial Lush cream shadows, which are more metallic shimmers, and those retail for $12 each, and there's 4 different shades. The next category I'm kind of gonna breeze through. This is the face category. I don't really have anything from the face category that I purchased, but they have a variety of setting powders, primer oils. They have a matte one and a hydrating one as well. There's a highlighting stick. There's some facial sprays. They have a freckle pen, and all of those products are under $20. Throughout the entire Jason Wu Beauty website, nothing is over $20. If I remember correctly, the most expensive, I guess you would say, product is roughly around $18. The next category is going to be the lip category, and from this category, I have 2 products. So the first one is the Hot Fluff. This is their 3-in-1 stick meant for lips, eyes, and cheeks, and this comes in 7 shades. When I went to purchase this, they didn't have many of the shades available, so I was working with what I could find. I have the shade number 6 in Biscotti, and these retail for $12. So you can see it looks like a lipstick bullet right there. It has the engraving, or what's that called, the embossing, Jason Wu on that end. And let's do a quick swatch of this guy. So there you can see this is number 6 Biscotti, and it is more of kind of neutral brown shade, which actually is something that I love for the lips and also for the cheeks, depending on my mood. The next product that we have from the lips category is the healing oil. So in addition to the healing oil, they do have some lip balms, they have lip gloss, and they also have a cream lipstick called Honey Fluff, which comes in, I believe, 10 shades. And I really enjoy this kind of sleek packaging. It reminds me a little bit of KKW Cosmetics in the packaging. So this is the lip oil, and actually let's go ahead and give this a try right now. I do have just a little bit of residual lip balm on right now. There's a faint sweet scent to this, so let's go ahead and put some on. And I've really been loving lip oils lately. My go-to right now is the LYS lip oil that's been living in my purse. Okay, so there you go. It's a clear lip oil, has a faint sweet scent, nothing too overpowering, doesn't feel sticky at all. I love the application. I feel like the applicator didn't apply too much. So far, so good. And I don't remember if I said the price on this one. The lip oil is $14. They also have lip liners, which I did mean to pick up. However, they didn't have much shades to choose from when I was checking online, and I didn't find any in Target, and the lip liners retail for $10. The next product that I have is from the brows category. So I picked up the Groomed by Mr. Wu Micro Brow Pencil right here. And this guy, they only have in 3 shades, which made it a bit hard for me to decide on what shade to get. I ended up getting shade number 2 in medium. Again, they only have 3 shades, which is light, medium, and dark, so not the best in terms of color options. And you can see it is a micro pencil. I generally use the Anastasia Beverly Hills micro pencil, and I use either medium brown or dark brown. So let's go ahead and give this a swatch. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. So that is the swatch of the medium shade. You can see it is more of a cool tone shade. This might actually be a little too light for my brows, but we'll give it a go. And these retail for $12. They also have eyebrow gels. They have what they call eyebrow mascaras, clear and tinted on both of those. They have an eyebrow soap plus the activator spray. And last but not least, I did pick something up within the tools category, and I ended up getting their little triangle puff. This guy retails for $7 if I remember correctly. They also have a sharpener and a handheld mirror. The sharpener, I believe, is $6, and the handheld mirror is $15. So let's go ahead and open this puff. So you have the little thingamajig right here to hold. It's a nice size. It feels nice and soft. It reminds me of the Blendable from Tati Beauty. I actually should have probably used this to set my under eyes, but we can use it to set the rest of the face. Right now I only have my under eyes set and a little bit of cream bronzer, cream contour on. Otherwise, I haven't done anything else to my face. Now that we've gone through what I purchased, let's go ahead and dive in. I do want to start off with this little puff. I do need to set the rest of my face. Like I mentioned, I haven't already. So I might take a little bit more of powder on this and try to set under my eyes. I don't see any creasing, or maybe I can set around the perimeter of my face, but let's see how that goes. I'm gonna be just dipping in. And when I dip into powder, I do like to kind of dab off the excess on the back of my hand, so I'm not depositing a lot of powder. So let's go ahead and just press here around the nose. Okay, feels nice. It does look like it picked up a little bit of the product, but I'm applying it over wet, I guess, foundation, so not an issue there. And before we set the rest of the face, I do want to try the Hot Fluff stick as our blush today and do a bit of a cream blush moment. So I wonder what would be the best way to go about this. So I'm going to try it out first. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand and then dab the brush and apply it versus going straight onto my skin. So let's see how that works. And again, this is kind of a more neutral shade, so it might not pick up a lot. When I'm dabbing in my brush, it is picking up quite a bit of the color on the back of my hand. Oh, there we go. You can see it. So it's giving me a bit of a more like mauve-y blush tone. More of a like no makeup makeup. And I've kind of picked up whatever was in that original swatch on the back of my hand and did a little bit. So I'll show you what the back of my hand looks like. You'll see it picked up most of it. And even though we had swatched that original swatch several minutes ago, it was still able to pick it up. Let's try dabbing some on the other cheek and seeing how that works. So I'm just gonna do a little bit and let's see how that goes. Depending on your skin tone, I feel like you could probably use this as a bronzer as well, or even a contour would probably be better. Okay, so in terms of blendability, it's seeming to blend without any problems. I'm not seeing it break apart my foundation or anything like that. I naturally have texture, so any cream product will usually just enhance it, so I'm not concerned about that. In terms of the color, is this my favorite blush shade? Probably not. I think I would like something to be a little bit more mauve. This is just this neutral color because you can't really tell I have blush on per se, but overall in terms of blendability, the time that you have to work with it I think is reasonable, and great that it's a 3-in-1 product. So now that we got that, let me go ahead and set the rest of my face and finish with my highlight and whatnot, and we'll come back and do the eyes. So I went ahead and did my brows, and since I'm not good at all at filling in my brows as I'm talking, I'm gonna insert the video of me filling in my brows for you guys while I talk. One of the things that I did forget to mention earlier, eyebrow pencil does come with a spoolie on the end, and when looking at the color originally, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought it was gonna be too gray for my liking, but you know, now that I've put it on, that I've applied it. I mean, it is more gray than what I usually use, but I kind of like it and I'm kind of not mad at it. I feel like it's not as harsh as my usual brow. The pencil itself seemed to deposit product fine. It wasn't too much product or too little product. I didn't feel like I had to really dig down to get it to be pigmented. It was relatively easy. So overall, I am happy with the eyebrow pencil so far. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Does the shade look too gray, or do you think it's working well? And last but not least, we are gonna dive into the eyeshadow palette. Again, these are the Flora 9, and I have Prickly Pear, which is mostly shimmers. Yeah, the only matte shade is the one in the middle, so that is something to consider when you're looking at these palettes or if you're wanting to make a purchase. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna grab another palette. Maybe we can use the Huda actually to just kind of put something in the transition, or this might be a great opportunity to use this Fluff stick. So let's go ahead and try this as the transition shade. I'm just gonna take a ColourPop E2 blending brush, and I'm gonna kind of get some on the brush here so you can see right there, and cross your fingers for me. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we've got a little bit of something there. Taking a little bit more on my eyeshadow brush, and I'm like stamping first and then gonna go in and blend and buff. I actually really love that shade as a transition all over, just quick, easy. It's blending beautifully, no issues, not skipping, not patchy. Looks just like a normal shadow. It doesn't look dry. It just looks like skin. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's go in on the other eye. And I don't have any eyeshadow primer on my eyelids right now. Around the perimeters, I have just a little bit of concealer from whatever was left over on my sponge, but nothing specific. It'll be interesting to see how these other shades layer on top of this, because I am bringing a bit of it further down on the crease, further down on my lid. So I am really excited about that. I'm really impressed by this product, using it on the eyes. I don't normally use cream products on the eyes, but this was just super easy. Awesome. Okay, cool. So let's get back into this palette. So I am gonna swatch a couple of my favorite shades. So this olive green shade, if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that was probably the first one that drew me in. We're gonna swatch that one. Let's swatch this kind of brown, bronzy gold, and then we'll swatch this pink shade right here. So if you can see on my fingers, they do look a little flaky, so keep that in mind. Where are we gonna do these swatches? Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them on the back of my hand. I've wiped off whatever we had on there and give these a swatch. So we have that olive green color, that kind of rusty gold color, and the pink looks kind of like a duochrome to me right there. And just so you know in the palette which ones those are, that's this green shade right here, this kind of like bronzy rust shade, and then this pink shade right here. Those are the swatches that we did. And none of these shades have names from what I can tell, so yeah, keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and swatch the matte shade as well. So you can see that's the matte shade, and I'm gonna swatch it right here. So that's the matte shade, just one swatch. You can see it's not like super intense, but from the vibe I'm getting from the brand, I don't think that's what they're going for. So that's a second swatch over. So definitely looks like it's buildable, but let's try these on the eyes and see what that does. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into that matte brown shade in the middle and kind of go on the outer corner of the eye, and then we'll pick which one of those shimmers or two we want to play with. Okay, so that's pretty pigmented. Again, when you do swatches, doesn't always translate the way it's gonna translate on the eye, so keep that in mind. And I am bringing it into the crease as well, pinning up this outer corner. And you can see, like, depending on how you're blending it, you can definitely diffuse that color. So you can see you've got more, something a little more subtle compared to that initial application. And it's blending beautifully over the cream 3-in-1 stick that we use. I'm just using that same brush that we used to do the transition to kind of blend the line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm kind of just really loving it just like that. If you're going for just a matte, kind of smoky eye look, just something more subtle. Okay, and let's go in with these shimmers. Okay, so my first instinct is gonna wanna be to go, no. I just jammed my nail completely into one of the gold shades, guys. Oh my God. Great, look what I just did. Yay me. Okay, let me clean up this mess real quick. Okay, crisis somewhat averted. So like I was saying, I really want to dive into that olive green color, but let's try something different. I think I actually want to try this mauvey pink color right here all over the lid. So let's give that a go. And that shade seems to be one of those shades that are like a matte with shimmer in it. So I'll show you here on the brush. You can see it is mostly matte with some shimmer in it. It's like that ColourPop formula that they have. And there's quite a bit of kick up. So I'm gonna press. And you can definitely see that shimmer on the lid, at least in the mirror. You can't really see much of that pink shade. But again, I'm going in without an eyeshadow primer. Kind of not what I wanted out of this. I'm actually gonna go over that with this shade here, which is one of the ones that we swatched, and I'm gonna go in with that with my finger. And for that, I am gonna pat just right on top. Hello. Okay, that's what I wanted. We took that from subtle to in your face real quick. Okay, I love that shade. I'm gonna go back in and take that dark brown shade and kind of deepen out this outer corner. And this pink shade that I applied seems like a purple pink duochrome to me. Let me know in the comments how it's coming off on camera for you guys. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. With that shade that we just applied, there is some fallout, so I would say be careful. Either use a stickier base, use a sticky or tacky base, or do your eyes first. Let's add something in the inner corner as well and see how that goes. So let's actually add that gold color that I mutilated. Let me get a brush for that. So I'm just taking a flat shader brush and gonna kind of swipe in there. And I'm just gonna take whatever is left on the brush that we used with that matte shade and take it on my lower lash line. Just kind of buff out some color there. If you guys have been here for a while, you know I like leaving my lash line, my lower lash line blank, but I feel like this look could use a little more drama. Okay, so I went ahead and added just a baby wing, which turned out not so great this time, and some mascara. So overall, I think the eyes turned out really cute. Again, with that pink shade, there is some fallout, so I would be careful with that. I feel like it is kind of getting way up in there in my crease, but then again with my application I was kind of messy, but that doesn't bother me at all. And one last thing that we can test out is again this Hot Fluff 3-in-1 stick on the lips. That healing oil is still on my lips, so I am just actually gonna dab that and then apply this straight from the stick onto my lips. So there you go. It is pretty nude for me. It actually matches my lip color pretty well. I would definitely use a lip liner, a darker lip liner with this. Next time, if you are going to use this on top of a lip balm or a lip treatment, I would recommend just wiping it off after so you don't have that residue that stays on there, because you don't want it to mess with the kind of integrity of the product. So those are all the products that I have for you guys today in terms of Jason Wu Beauty. Overall, I am impressed with all of the products. I guess my only con, I would say, is I do wish that this palette had at least 1 or 2 more mattes, something more of a transition shade. However, buying it, I knew it was mostly all shimmers, so that's on me. And the Hot Fluff 3-in-1 stick definitely works as a 3-in-1. We used it today, eyes, cheeks, and lips. Great pricing, relatively affordable pricing. Like I said, everything is under $20. Actually, everything is under $18, at least so far. I will leave the website for Jason Wu Beauty in the description bar below. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Layla, and thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button before you leave. Let me know what you thought of Jason Wu Beauty and if you've tried it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.